Hey everybody, hold on a minute. I'm gonna make the lime jello. I've been sluggish all day, just after all week, and on Saturdays I'm like, anyway, I got the pineapple juice, which is, I got 1 cup out of this can of juice, and then I added a cup of water, because you're supposed to add 2 cups, and then you're supposed to add 2 cups of, or 2 things of lime jello, 2 boxes, and these are the small boxes. I wanted to make this because I've been really wanting it, because I haven't tasted it for years. I'm making the green jello dessert that some lady made for me, see, 42 years ago, and I couldn't find the recipe, but I finally found it. And I think Amy or one of them knows the name of it, and I keep forgetting the name of it. But I boiled the cup of pineapple juice and a cup of water in this pan, and then I put the two boxes of royal jello. You could use any kind of jello. I just happened to get that because it was 39 cents, and I figured it'd just be just as good. So they do have this in diet or sugar-free. So you stir that up, and I'm just going to use this pan here. I've had this pan for quite a while, and you need an 8x8, so I'm using it. So I'm just stirring that up. Emerald salad. Okay, that's what it is. Emerald salad. It took me all day just to get laundry, blankets, sheets, everything caught up. Floors. Sit down a little bit and then get up. Sit down a little bit and then get up. So I thought, I got to get this done. I wished it was done already so I could eat it. But we did enjoy our cabbage from last night. I still have some left in the refrigerator. Okay, so that's dissolved now. So I'm just going to put that over into this Tupperware. That's a bowl. Let me get my thumb in there. And let that cool down just a little bit while we do everything else. So that's dissolved. And now everything else is a cup, okay? And this is the weirdest recipe. I've been getting into some really weird recipes lately. But this calls for 1 cup of evaporated milk. Let me shake that up, make sure it's all shook up. I already opened a little bit. There it went. So we'll do a cup of it. This is a 2-cup measuring cup. I'm left-handed, so I need to turn that around. Do it in my right hand. I'll make sure I get okay, that's, wait a minute, 1 cup right there. So I'm going to use my Tupperware Power Chef to mix it up, because I figure if I use just a spoon or something, it'll take longer. So I'm going to put that in there, in this emerald salad. Well, I need that cup. So the next thing is 1 cup of real mayonnaise. Yeah, canned milk and real mayonnaise and jello. That's going to be interesting. So you put a cup of it in. So really, if you just remember a cup, you'll be all right. I want to make sure I stay at a cup too, because I don't want to Make it taste different. Okay. Move that up to the light, I might be able to see it really good. Okay, that's almost a cup. And there we got a cup. So we're going to put that in there. Hi, Laura. Making the emerald salad tonight. Carol reminded me what the name of it was. So I've got my Jello in here, in the That's a Bowl from Tupperware. And I'm going to let it cool a little bit, because once you dissolve that, you're supposed to let it cool. So in the meantime, I'll be doing the mayonnaise, 1 cup of mayonnaise, and 1 cup of canned milk. This is crazy because I thought canned milk was for coffee and pies and custard pies. Lately I've been seeing where mayonnaise and canned milk is going into a lot of things. So we'll do that. Now we do a cup of pineapple, but we're going to put the cup of pineapple into that Jello mixture, which that's a cup right there. After you drain your juice, you'll have about a cup. There we go. And you boil the juice. So I'm going to put it down in the Jello part, because it's already crushed and everything. And now I'm going to mix it up into there. Let's see if you can see it or not. So, now we have, if you drain your 15-ounce can, or that's a 20-ounce can, you'll get like a cup of juice, and you take that juice and add water to make 2 cups. Boil it, bring it to a boil, and then you add your 2 lime Jellos, the small pack. It's 1.4 ounces, so we'll go that way. And then I added the 1 cup of crushed pineapple into this bowl. So now I'm going to mix that up. Get that done first, because next comes another weird ingredient, but I'm going to make sure I got this lid on. Last week I didn't have it on right. One of you guys told me, your lid's not on right, couldn't see the other side. There, we got it on. So I'm just going to mix that up in my, and all you have to do is just this easy. I mean, you don't have to yank it like you do them old mowers. You mix that up. It's all, I think it's already mixed up. Yeah. I'll mix it up just a little more. Then, let me get this, get around the edges here. So that's all mixed into there. Now we're going to do a cup of cottage cheese in this. Small curd, which my husband likes large curd, and if I go to the store, I always get small curd. My grandkids really like the cottage cheese, and we do too. So I don't buy just one. I noticed Kroger's in Jackson, Ohio did not have the big tubs. Just this size. I usually get one double that. So anyway, I put the 1 cup of canned milk, evaporated, 1 cup of that, and 1 cup of real mayonnaise. And now I'm going to put the cup of cottage cheese in that. And I'll just put that in my Tupperware Power Chef and mix it up. There we go. I want to make sure I get a full cup in there. Okay, now. All right. Now we're going to put this in there in my Power Chef, which it makes it a lot easier than if I would have tried to stir that mayonnaise and the mayonnaise and evaporated milk together. It wouldn't have been very fun. So I'm going to put that in here. And we'll have dessert for tomorrow. So I got up today and I thought I did get all my laundry done, all my sheets and blankets and everything caught up, towels. And I was just going to do everything. But I was going to make all kinds of stuff, but no. Duty was calling today to get something done for the cleanliness of the house. So let me get this down on here. So there's your cup. It's got a cup of evaporated milk, a cup of real mayonnaise, and a cup of small curd cottage cheese. So I'm going to mix that up with my Power Chef. And in the meantime, the Jell-O and the pineapple juice and water mixed and the crushed pineapple is cooling down. I think that's mixed enough. Yeah, that mixes really, really fast. So what I did was I didn't put the crushed pineapple in with until I didn't put it in with it to boil with the Jell-O and the water and juice. I waited and put it in later. That cools it down a lot quicker. So there you go. You got this right here, which I did get a little bit of mayonnaise in that from using this in both things. So we got that. Let me see here. That's cool. That is good. So now I'm just going to take my Power Chef, and all I got to do is take that out of there. And actually I had the blade in it. I didn't need to use the blade, but I used it and it worked out fine. I just grabbed it. So there we got that. And we're just going to pour this into, see, I like these Thatsables because I'm left-handed and I can grab it with put my thumb through that Thatsable with my right hand. So now I can use my left hand and pour all that in there. And like I said, it's really a weird combination. I'd love to know who come up with this. I might look up online and see if I can find out who invented this, what is it, Carol? Oh, she'll tell me in a minute. I always just called it green Jell-O salad. Okay, so we got that. And see, all I have to do with this Power Chef from Tupperware, take it over there, hot water, rinse it out. And I never immerse this in water. I just rinse it out real good and then I take this and just rinse it. And it's ready to go right back on the shelf, and that's what I like about it. So, whew, that has got a smell to it. That evaporated milk and pineapple and mayonnaise all together, it's got a smell to it. It's a real rich smell. So yeah, we're going to mix this all up. I'm just excited to see how it turns out because it's been 42 years since I tasted it, and some elderly lady was making it for one of her bridge clubs, and I always went over and talked to her because we lived in a half and half house, not a half and half house, but like house and apartment, so I could just go through the door and talk to her, and I'd watch her cook things. So here we are. I mean, you can see the cottage cheese consistency in it. Now, I'm not putting walnuts. It calls for walnuts, but I'm not ready to put walnuts in this. I mean, I was talking to a lady earlier. My daughter just asked me online if I had a young picture of my husband. Yes, I do. I'll get it out later. I didn't know him then. I wasn't born. When he graduated from high school, I was 3 months old. That's kind of something. But we've been married for 45 years. Spaghetti rings. Patricia. I will post the recipe, Patricia. But this here looks like it's going to be really good. I just don't want the nuts in it. So I'll post the recipe with the nuts in it and everything. You choose. So now we're just going to pour this in an 8x8 dish. And you will make a mess if you don't do it slowly. I seen it go that way, some of it. And I just swept and mopped my wood floors, so it wasn't a whole lot. So I'm just going to get every little bit of that I can out of there. This Tupperware spatula, really, see, it just licks it right out of there. It'll clean it right up. It's just like a tongue. It'll just lick that right out of there. See? Almost got a clean bowl. So now, just going to mix that around a little bit, and there's what we got. Now, I forget what the recipe says, how long to leave it in the refrigerator, but I think you leave it in there until it sets up. That's common sense. So, there we are. Now, doesn't that look good? And before I made this, I was like, my big bowl from Tupperware, they had, these were, I got these, I was a consultant, and I got the pink ones, but you can get them on Tupperware, and they come in different sizes. I've got one this big. You can put a baby in it. I've got 2 of them. You can put a baby in. I mean, that's how big they are. So I use my Power Chef to do a lot of things. You can do egg salad, ham salad, I mean everything in it. And I got it off of Tupperware. Tupperware makes these, and I didn't even know about these, I'm telling you. And it's got like a whip thing. I've got the whip thing. I've never ever used it. My niece got it for me. And I am going to use it though. You can do like heavy cream. You can make whipped cream in it, mousse, puddings, ham salad, chicken salad, egg salad, anything you want in this. And I had a friend come over last week, and I pulled some bologna out of the freezer and let it thaw out, and we sat there and made bologna salad in this. But I have made ham salad in it. But anyway, I have 2 blue ones and this red one. This red one stays in the kitchen with the other red Tupperware I have, and then the blue ones go into the pantry, and I just grab whatever one I want. So here we go. And that's a bowl you was asking about. They're from Tupperware. They got some excellent bowls, and a lot of times I never heard from Tupperware for years, but they come out with this one thing, and then another thing, and then another thing, and it was really good. Because you can use a grill in the microwave, and I will be doing that soon. I love my little grill. I loved it so much I bought 2 of my kids one for Christmas. So they're loving it. Okay, here we're going to stir this up. I need to get back onto this. We'll stir that, and then I'm just going to put that in the emerald salad. That's what it is, emerald salad. I'll probably forget that by tomorrow, which I don't want to speak that, but I probably will. It took me a long time to figure this was a Power Chef because I had it in my mind that was my little lawnmower. So, and with this, if you have trouble with your arms and stuff, you don't have to yank like that. You can just do this. Real easy. Hi, Naomi. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, that is a pretty name for a salad, and I bet you it's going to be pretty good tasting, too. So I'm just playing around with it here, and it's really mixed up well in that Power Chef. And I'll just simply stick this in the refrigerator and just let it sit in there. And I can go about my business, and then we'll taste it. It's... Guys, I still can't get over the mayonnaise and the evaporated milk together, and the cottage cheese. And so with my Power Chef, I was able to mix it, but I couldn't imagine that clump of mayonnaise going into that milk and trying to mix that up with a spoon. Oh, wow. Sue used ice cream, a small vanilla ice cream. Well, now, Sue, if you want to write that recipe down, that's one I might want to try, because that's something different. But this one here is the one the elderly lady showed me 42 years ago. She's long since been gone. But the day she was making that, I just could not believe that it tasted as good as it did. Of course, she told me the mayonnaise was a secret ingredient. It was so secret I forgot. So, here we are. Let's see what you're saying here. A square one. Vanilla ice cream. So I guess you can make this different ways. 7-Up for liquid. What would you call that? Is it the same name, Sue, or is it called the 7-Up salad? I don't know. But if you would write the recipe down for us, I'd like to make some. Sounds good to me. But this is the recipe that the elderly lady showed me, and I've been waiting all these years to try to find it. I couldn't find it anywhere. And then they came up with the name Emerald Salad. I didn't even know what it was called, so couldn't use it. Couldn't find it. There we go. And it's got a lot of clumpy pineapple and cottage cheese. And I see Steve is on there. And Steve, I bet you anything that your mother made this. Steve Morley. Your mother probably made this. Because I think they made stuff like this. I've never seen my mom make it at all. I don't know how you lost the sound, Sue. Did anybody else lose their sound? You don't have to mix it like this, because I already mixed it in the Power Chef, but I'm just playing around while we're talking. And when we get done with this, when I get it done in the morning, I'll cut out a square and put it on a piece, on a plate, on one of my little Tupperware saucers, and it'll be really pretty. And I will show you, and then I'll eat it. So, anyway, it's really good. Now, what I'm going to do with my cabbage in a little bit, we ate some of that cabbage with corned beef. I'm going to take my little Tupperware grill, and I'm going to heat it up in the microwave and get that sizzling hot. And then I'm going to take it out, and I'm going to throw some of that cabbage and corned beef on that sizzling hot grill. put the lid on, put it back in there, and then I'm going to have me some grilled cabbage and corned beef. And I think that sear on that will really make that good. So I hope you all enjoy this. I hope you all make some. It might be sound a little gross, but I guarantee you, when I tasted that 42 years ago, it was good. So we'll try it. I just want to God bless you all. And I really am glad that you're on here with me. I love showing off, not showing off, but showing off my gadgets that from Tupperware that I get to use every day if I want to. It makes it more fun to cook. So I asked my husband, what do you want for supper? And I will cook something else. And he said popcorn. Popcorn. I think he's just being nice. He just knows that I've been working on his house and he'll just eat popcorn. So I'm going to throw something in for us. Yes. Yes. So it'll thicken it up, that Jell-O will, once it sits in the cold refrigerator. So we haven't had anybody here today. It was just me and my husband. And it seemed funny. But it also was very restful. Very restful. So that's all done. I'm going to quit playing with this. That's another thing, seeing that slide right off of that Tupperware spatula. My brother told me one time, he said, "Sis, are you advertising Tupperware?" Because I'm always using it. And I said, well, yes and no. I said, I just use it, so that's what I have, and if somebody wants it, they can get some. So anyway, that's my spatula. So I'm going to take this over and put it in the refrigerator. And when it gets thick and gets done, then I'll take a square out and show you what it looks like. So anyway, God bless you. Wished we had more time to talk. I love talking to every one of you. Every one of you is so kind and so nice, and you say such nice things. And so it's really nice to be online with you. And I'll think of something else up to make. I'm definitely not going to do a video on popcorn because we all know how to do popcorn. So anyway, God bless you. If there's anything that you want to see me make or make in any of my stuff, I will make it for you. And me and Tom will eat it. So God bless you and have a good evening.